We have been enjoying more beautiful sunshine across the region today, soaking up that sun. And of course, coming with it is more heat. Live look outside here from your Lewiston Auto Live camera here today. Again, enjoying that beautiful, beautiful sunshine. Hardly a cloud in the sky, maybe a couple upper level clouds. But for the most part, just enjoying that sunshine with those quiet skies. No rain here in the immediate forecast. Rain chances continue to stay very slim over the next 7 to 10 days. Outside right now, sky condition or temperatures are sitting into those mid to upper 80s. 84 right now in Rochester, Preston, Decorah, Dodge Center, Owatonna sitting at 83, 85 in Albert Lee and Mason City here today. Same for Cresco and looking at Charles City right now at 86 degrees. Same for Osage, Austin, Forest City, Winona along the riverside there sitting at 84. So really some high summer heat. Definitely does not feel like it should be the first couple days here of October. More like August. So again, very summer conditions here this evening. So if you're wanting to get outside, enjoy a walk, maybe do some grilling here tonight, a good evening to do that. Looking ahead here next 6 hours, we'll look to see that sunshine continue through about that 6 o'clock hour, and temperatures then cooling back into the 70s by about 7, 8 o'clock here tonight. Overall, looking at mostly clear skies. Temperatures should stay pretty mild heading into the overnight. So as we wake up then for your Friday morning, temperatures around 7 a.m. should be into those lower 60s, still above average by roughly about 15 degrees or so here for us in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So gearing up then for the daytime hours on your finally Friday, looking ahead to high temperatures into those mid and upper 80s. We're also looking at more of that sun, but in terms of temperatures, near record highs are possible in the area as those temperatures approach the upper 80s, and maybe even a couple spots taking a run at that 90-degree mark. So could look to see a few records for the area be challenged. Maybe we'll see if we can see a couple of them fall. So we'll talk more about those forecast details as we look ahead to that heat on the way. That's in your first alert weather coming up in just a bit, but we'll send it to break here in just for a minute here. More Midwest Access is ahead. Sitting well into the 80s, mid-80s here for southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and thankfully not seeing much of anything in terms of humidity. Those dew points are into the 50s, though. Wind speeds a bit breezy at times, especially for the Austin and Rochester area. Those winds right now sitting anywhere from around 10 to 15 miles per hour, maybe even some gusts towards about 20, 25. Also similar there, story for Mason City, Winona seeing light south winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hardly a cloud in the sky here this afternoon as we check in with your future track radar. High pressure continuing to stay in control of the upper Midwest, and no rain chances in sight here for at least the immediate future. So looking forward to more dry conditions here as we move into the late night this upcoming weekend as well. In terms of what we're tracking for the rest of tonight, next 6 hours, looking at some sunshine here through the 6 o'clock hour. Temperatures then cooling off into the 70s by about 7 o'clock or so. Temperatures then gradually settling back into the 60s for the overnight, and skies will continue to remain clear. So good evening to spend a little time outside here tonight after dinner and after work. So we stay quiet here for tonight, heading into Friday and the first part of the weekend on Saturday. Near record warmth, and then hello fall as we look ahead to next week. That big temperature change on the way. So the next several days, next 10 days, you'll notice our temperature change going from those extremes here well above average into the 80s, dropping back into the 60s. We'll see a frontal boundary passing through between Sunday and Monday, helping to drop those temperatures upper 50s, maybe some low 60s as we move towards Wednesday of next week. Certainly looking at some chilly conditions, but overall a lot more 60s and more fall-like conditions for next week for the region. As I mentioned, some near record warmth possible between Friday and Saturday. High temperatures expected to be into those mid upper 80s, maybe nearing that 90-degree mark in some locations, but with several days seeing highs in records into the 90s. It'll be interesting to see if how many of those records are challenged and if we could set any new potential records here between Friday and Saturday. Future track radar showing some future track for the rest of tonight, staying quiet here in the area. Heading into your Friday morning, temperatures will start mild and they'll stay warm into the afternoon with those highs there climbing into those mid to upper 80s. Your town forecast along the riverside, Wabasha, Winona, Lake City, Mazeppa, Zumbrota, Kenyon, all looking to hit that 88 mark. Looking at more mid to upper 80s from Rochester to Stewartville. 89 possible in the Austin, Albert Lee area. 88 for Preston. 87 for Spring Valley and Harmony. Northern Iowa, some spots maybe looking at near that 90-degree mark. Charles City, Mason City, Norris Springs, Forest City, and Garner maybe looking to hit that 98, 90-degree mark. Looking looking at some hot conditions here the next couple of days. Winds pick up Saturday, remark, and in terms of rain chances, they just continue to stay fairly limited. So continuing on with that dry forecast here over the next 7 to 10 days. But next week, everyone's got their eyes on it. We've been watching it here very closely in the Weather Center the last few days. Hello, fall. We'll look to bring back 60s and some comfortable conditions here for the region. This evening, it's quiet outside as we check in with your Lewiston Auto Live camera. Temperatures currently sitting into the upper 60s, still about 72 right now in the Austin area, and wind speeds staying fairly quiet. So sky conditions overall are clear for this evening. Zooming out, notice off to the west, we have high pressure in control, but more clear conditions. So gearing up for multiple days here. Some clear skies at night and plenty of sunshine during the daytime hours. Looking ahead to tomorrow, waking up for your Friday morning, 7 a.m. Temperatures will start off very mild into those lower 60s. Notice our average morning low in the top corner there, about 44. That's what we should be at. So here tomorrow morning, many of us will look to see those temperatures about 20 degrees or so above average just to start the day. Then we fast forward here, daytime hours on your Friday, dry skies, plenty of sunshine as those high temperatures climb there into the 80s. Fast forwarding into Saturday then, more of that heat on the way for the area with those high temperatures then climbing into the 80s. So looking forward to your Friday afternoon high temperatures. They'll be into those mid upper 80s. I'd say anywhere from about 87 on the lower side to maybe nearing that 90-degree mark. We'll be watching some of our warm spots, Albert Lee, Austin, Mason City, Charles City, maybe getting to that 90-degree mark tomorrow. But a lot of records looking to be challenged here in the next 2 days. And then from there, we sail through the 80s through about Sunday, and then we look forward to that big temperature drop heading into next week with temperatures starting off in the low 60s. We'll look to see maybe some rebounding back to upper 60s by next weekend, but early next week, really everyone will be gearing up for those great conditions. And it will be a hot one tomorrow night if you're planning to head out to any of those Friday night football games. Dress accordingly. Kickoff there about 6, 7 o'clock. Looking to see upper 70s, low 80s. We see some minor improvement there by the fourth quarter, about 9 o'clock, looking at some lower 70s. So clear skies, not having to be concerned about any rainfall. However, it's just the heat. So certainly dress accordingly and maybe take a light jacket if needed.